Okay, and we're back. We're still on the same week. This is the other page I was talking about, and this time we are looking at weight. Okay, we're still in the customary, so we're still in the American form of measurement here, um, and we're doing weight. So, according to your Go Math book, and you should know this already, but weight is how heavy an object is. So we're talking about weight, how heavy something is. This one's even easier. Okay, I'd said a mistake earlier. I said that length was going to be easier. This one's probably going to be the easiest one. The only thing that's weird about this is I can't physically show you in a video how heavy something is. So you're going to have an open mind when we talk about this. The good news is we literally only have two things that you have to learn here: pounds and tons. Okay, two things: pound and ton. So to give you an idea about these things, if I had to guess, I would say that a pound, okay, a pound would be like a bottle of something, a beverage, a Coke bottle, not a teeny tiny one, but kind of a middle, kind of a bigger one. The bigger Pepsis or Cokes that you get, those are probably about a pound. Um, when you buy bags of dog food, like the big bag of dog food, those are usually between 20 and 40 pounds. So 1 pound is not a lot, okay? But it's not, teeny tiny either. So, because 1 pound of money, that would be a lot of money. But 1 pound, I'd probably say a Coke can that hadn't been opened yet, that'd probably be a good measurement of about a pound. And then ton, okay, now tons. Tons is a lot. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. So when you start thinking about, tons, we measure elephants in tons. We measure vehicles in tons. Tons are very, very heavy. So as long as you see the relationship here, we're going to have times 16, and then we're going to have stuff that's times 2,000. Now, there could totally be some divisions in here. I already see one that's a division, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But your two main numbers that you need to focus on for these is 16 and 2,000. So my saying still works here. We had the small to big, divide the pig, and big to small, multiply all. And this one even makes more sense now, because if they give you ounces, those are small. If they give you the tons, those are big. If they give you pounds to ounces, that's going to be big to small. So just look at what they give you. So I'm going to show you, we're just going to do a couple examples on here. But once again, you can still draw these, and I'll show you how, okay? I'm going to show you an easy one first. Let's look at this number 2 right here. I'm going to draw a picture of this first, and then I'll show you my little small to big, big to small thing. And then hopefully you can kind of make that connection. So I'm just going to come in here. It gives me 3 tons, and I'm literally just going to come in, and I'm going to draw 3 circles. And that's going to represent my 3 tons. Okay? So that represents my 3 tons. I've got a ton and a ton and a ton and a ton. All right? And I know, according to my chart, that each one of these tons is worth 2,000 pounds. So this is 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. And look how easy that is. They're asking me how many pounds that is. Look how easy. 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000, that is 6,000 pounds. Okay, that's not difficult. Pictures really do work for this. Now, you don't want to do pictures your whole life, and you probably don't want to do pictures for the entire worksheet. So let me show you my little saying here. So we're going ton to pound. Ton is the biggest one over there, and we're going to a smaller unit of pounds. So we're going big converting to small. So big to small, multiply all. So you look, I've got a 3. Okay. So 3, they gave me 3 of them, and then I have to come over here and find my relationship. Well, one of the tons is 2,000, so my multiplying rule is 2,000. I could have just done 3 times 2,000, done, 6,000. Number 1, okay, 48 ounces to pounds. This one's going to be a little bit harder. 48 ounces. So ounces are your smaller one, and I'm going to bigger pounds. So this is a small to big, divide the pig. So The good news is I can't mess up too bad over here. My number I need is a 16 because I'm going ounce to pound. So here's my ounce to pound relationship. So 16 is my good number here. So I need to think about 48. They gave me 48. And I'm doing division because it's small to big divide the pig. And my only number I can even use is 16. Now I realize that we never, because this is a fifth grade thing, dividing by two-digit numbers. I understand that. But even though you don't know how to divide by 16, you can still use repeated addition to do that. So I could start just adding 16 plus 16. That's 32. Plus another 16. There it is, 48. Oops, I did that backwards. There we go, 48. So there's my 48 right there. So if you look, it took 1, 2, 3 16s to get to 48. So 48 ounces is 3 pounds. I'm going to keep going. Pound to ounce. Pounds are bigger, ounces are smaller. So big to small, multiply all. And I'm doing pound to ounce. Here's pound to ounce. My magic number is 16 again. So this time I know I'm multiplying, and I've got a 7 with the 16. So let me come over here and do it. So 16 times 7, 42, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Done. 112. So 7 pounds is 112 ounces. Now, once again, I'm going to show you how to draw this. So let's say you don't like my method and you'd rather draw it. That's totally fine. I'm going to go draw 7 little circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know that every pound is 16 ounces. So each one of these is 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Now you could add 16 up 7 times if you wanted to, or just take it and do 16 times 7. Okay, but at least there's a visual way you can see here. Okay, all right, so that's it for those. I'll let you play around with 9 through 12, and let's go look at a couple on the back. So I'm going to go to page 536. All right, so I'm on page 536, and I'm going to do a couple of these just to help you out a little bit, and I hope that these are not too confusing for you. Okay, how many ounces of potatoes are in a 20-pound bag of potatoes? Well, hold on, I totally read that wrong. How many ounces of potatoes are in a 20-pound bag of potatoes? There we go. All right, so I know 1 pound is 16 ounces, and they gave me 20 pounds. So they gave me pound, and I'm going to ounce. So this is big, and I'm going to small. So big to small, multiply all. And I know my target number is 16. And they gave me 20 of those. So I've got 20 of those things, and each one of those things was 16. So that's a multiplying. 0, 0. Second row out of 0. 2 and 6 is 12. 2 and 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. And that is 320. So we have 320 ounces. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let's move on to number 14. A construction company orders 12 tons. Okay, so we've got the big boy here, 12 tons of pea gravel. No idea what that is. How many pounds of pea gravel do they order? So we're going from ton to pound. I cannot spell this morning. Dang. Ton to pound. So ton is my biggest one, so this is going to be pretty easy. So we're going from big to small, multiply all. So big to small, multiply all. They gave me 12 tons. Okay. And I know that each one of these is 2,000. So look, that's a weird way to do that. Okay, I don't really think that would be the smartest way to do that, but I know I'm doing 12 times 2,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys our zero strategy. I'm going to write the 2,000 up here, and I'm just going to think times 12. So just think about this. 12 times 2, 12 times 2. That's a multiplication fact. 12 times 2 is 24. And then just add your zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. Done. So 24,000. All right, I'm going to go do a multi-step one. We'll do 18. We did the even one. We'll do the even one. Okay. Kevin picked 10 pounds of strawberries. He wants to freeze them in 8-ounce packages. How many 8-ounce packages of strawberries can he make? So we need the relationship here. We've got pounds, we've got ounces. I know that 1 pound is 16 ounces. OZ is the shorthand for that, by the way. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out 10 pounds, how many ounces that would be. So if we've got 10 pounds, and watch, I'm going to show you the visual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And each one of these are 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Well, please use the power of 10 when you can. If I know that I have 16 in each one of these, and there are 10 of them, that is 16 times 10. Just take a 0 and move it behind your 16. I know that's 160. So this is 160 ounces. Okay? So we know this guy has 160 ounces total, and he's wanting to make groups of 8. So that's a division. So I'm going to take my 160, and I'm going to make groups of 8. See how many groups of 8 I can fit in here. Bump and cover. All right. And I'm going to cover up that 6 right there. All right, 1. 8 cannot fit into 1, so that's a 0, and I scoot over. 8 times 2 is 16. Perfect. Drop my 0. 8 does not fit into 0, so we add our 0, and we are done. So that is 20 packages that he can do. So guys, seriously, these are not super duper easy, but they're also not extremely hard either. You're just going to have to think a little bit. I've already done the half of this page for you. And remember, pause the video, go back, look at what I did, draw them, do my saying, do whatever you got to do, okay? Your biggest challenge is going to be to answer these right here. Just do your absolute best. Okay, and we've already done half of this up here for you too as well. And don't forget, for extra practice, you can always come back in these white pages and you can look over them. Okay, and you can do some extra work here if that's totally optional. Try to get these yellow pages to me by next Sunday. Other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe. We miss you, and we'll talk to you